It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see Sterling Shepard. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Giants and the Hawks, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there, and the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade, now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
It wasn't the easiest of times in Denver for Drew Lock, who was unseated after a single 4-win season as the Broncos starter. The Russell Wilson trade sent him to a fresh start and a starting opportunity with the Seahawks. Maybe a change of scenery is exactly what's needed to bring the potential out of the former second-round pick.
Now a man who moved up the depth chart with the retirement of Chris Carson. Here's Rashad Penny. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Lock going to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. To throw again on second down. Lock. This is the tight end fade. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And who's got it? The Giants. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Lock. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The New York set to take the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Throwing Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Azeez Ojulari make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. If they want first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
From midfield, here's Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Seahawks at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Locke. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the gun, it's Locke. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Switching helmets into Big Apples really provided a spark for Leonard Williams, the former 6th overall pick. 18 sacks over the last 2 seasons while playing multiple spots along the defensive line.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken around the 12. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
On 2nd and 9. Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And that's complete to Shepard. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of blowing him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He's got Bellinger, and he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll run it again with Penny. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That one, and the ball is knocked out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now Jones on 3rd down to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Uchenna Nwosu coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Locke to throw on 2nd down. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jones on 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay as the first half is winding down. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Locke to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a give to Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. Being chased out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Seattle Seahawks.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They look to throw. It's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 20-yard line.
Now out come the Giants. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he goes out right around the 39. From the 39, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Down to about the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go at their own 27. Throwing now is Locke. They set up the screen to Penny. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Flushed out right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And that's good.
On first down, Locke. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Locke. This complete to Lockett.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 9.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
Locke now on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 12.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Gain of 8. And that's good for another.
Locke going to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 1-yard line.
Penny diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time 11 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Jones now throwing to start the drive.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Off the bootleg, Jones Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and say you look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's Barkley on the counter. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill the